The cockatoo tracked the tiger handmaidens deep into the forest, where they built a bread oven in a clearing. Then the tigers loaded the oven with yams, bananas, sugar cane, porridge, and a fish stew for the four Carina. Almost immediately, the copy Carinas began to squabble about their order of precedence and which should be the one to replace the original Carina. In fact, right from the start, each of the copies insisted it was the original. The tiger handmaidens realised the Carinas had to be kept busy to keep their minds off this issue, just in case they set about each other. So the Polynesian tigress, Hini Nui Te Po, told each Carina they had to compete in the bird-child ceremony. And she brought them some special rocks engraved with vulva and clitoral depictions. The Polynesian tigress then began to teach them about giving and receiving pleasure, how to achieve multiple orgasms, how to hold back, and how to instruct a man, if he didn't know already, in the act of giving orgasms. For she said, if a man can't give 3 to his 1, then he lets his penis go to waste and it will rust. The four Carinas then focused on their lessons and stopped squabbling. Meanwhile, back at the palace, the princess thought it prudent to reinforce the briar hedge until she can prove her innocence. While about this, she asked Vanilla Viagra to trail her cousin, the evil wizard boy, and find out if he was a true monk. When the tigress returned, her report was incredible. The young monk had initiated a campaign to break the alleged shell teeth in her vagina. Accordingly, all the princes had been scared away, and a delegation from the Navajo and Apache people had arrived instead, and they said the whole situation was the fault of Kicking Monster. They believed because she had detached her Carina, the princess must be the daughter of Kicking Monster. Moreover, the delegation insisted the princess had sent her Carina to a house in the forest where other vaginas hung on the walls, and passing men would be tempted to go inside, but once near the door, Kicking Monster would appear, kick them inside, and they would be eaten by the vaginas in there and never be seen again. The Apache delegation then proposed a solution to return everything to normal, saying they knew how to break the shell teeth in the princess's vagina. This action plan secured the Daemon King's permission, and they set out to find her renegade Carinas. Hearing all this, the princess turned to a tiger handmaiden from Tuamotus. You must warn your sisters at the bread oven. For Maya immediately flew out the palace window. Get on my back, said Vanilla Viagra, sidling up to the princess. You must see what's going on out there. The princess sat astride a tiger and they flew out the window too. Mid-flight, it occurred to the princess that it might have been an idea to pack for this expedition. A weapon, for instance. When they arrived at the bread oven, the four Carina were safe inside, and the Damon Tiger handmaidens were patrolling around on the lookout. The cockatoo was up a tree, loudly cawing a commentary on the proceedings to anyone who would listen. Fumea had a suggestion for the princess. The Tembu people say there are demonic serpents called inyoka who can live inside a vagina. They give woman pleasure, and these inyoka can come out to bite anyone they dislike. Ah, yes, said Hini Nui Te Po. We have no snakes in Polynesia, but we do have a myth about voracious vagina eels who kill rapists. Should we conjure these serpents to protect your Carinas? The princess was thinking this over, but before she could give her decision, the cockatoo began calling out a warning to the Navajo and Apache delegation now arriving on black and white horses. Sir George also heard the cockatoo and made ready with a lance to kill any dragons. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story. The Four Carina comes in 7 parts. So if you'd like to know what happens next, please subscribe or get a notification. I post once a week. And so until then, bye for now.